You can harness these big computers, make the real science happen. One of the things that we like with our partnership with Intel is we get access to the hardware. And as a scheduler, that provides quite a bit of benefit because not only do you have access to the hardware, but you actually can provide an easier interface to the hardware for the user. With us being the scheduler, we can say, the locality of this job matters. For instance, some codes are very topology dependent. And Slurm gives you the ability to harness not only the locality on node, but throughout your entire cluster. So one example was given, this one application, this is a real life example, their application ran 20% faster. And so if you think about an application that's going to run for a month, 20% on an application for a month not only saves a ridiculous amount of energy on, let's say, a 1,000 node cluster, but you get the science so much faster.
Code modernization is quite critical for our scientific discovery. We believe that the performance improvement is part of the drive of the revolution in structural biology that enhance the resolution to the level we can distinguish atoms in protein structure, such that we can build atomic models out of three-dimensional electron microscopy, which is almost unavailable before. So we're currently using Intel's Xeon Phi processor and co-processor as part of the HPC setting, and we're also using Intel's compiler and Intel Cluster XE parallel computing tools to enhance the program performance and code modernization. So all these tools are quite critical for our projects.
Code modernization, what does that mean to me? I think it could have a nice big impact because it has a multiplicative factor to it. We are doing software libraries and not single applications. That means if we are able to speed up the whole library, all the applications you program in that library will benefit for that. And in the case of biomedical application and NGS analysis, that might mean much faster turnaround times for diagnosis, for example. Medical doctors can run applications which take now hours on a cluster just after a click on the button and do it basically in real time.
An application that I've worked on in particular is a code from collaborators at the University of Minnesota. So this particular application detected epistasis in quantitative trait GWAS, and epistasis is essentially gene-gene interactions. Sometimes there's a single gene that might control a trait, and sometimes there are two or more genes that interact to determine a trait.
The inspirational to sometimes see when HPC parallel computing is being applied in a completely new way, which really empowers the scientists and the students in a way that allows them to reach discoveries in a much more timely manner.
Making things run efficiently and optimally on whatever platform you have, it's a total time to solution, total time to science that matters.
I think it's very essential to work together to build hardware and software as a whole system instead of separate them. And with the new generation of hardware, that should be new generation of codes. Because the codes is really the master of the hardware, is the engine that it releases the power.
I had one professor tell me that this will enable what he calls a project of his lifetime. And that's the kind of breakthrough we're trying to make possible.